Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. We're just gonna do a quick unboxing. I don't know what this is. I actually have two packages in front of me, but we're gonna do this one because I've had this one for about 3 weeks now. And yeah, so oh my god, y'all, what in the world? This is why I can't ever have anything.
Richard, what's happening?
Like, how did I even do that? What in the world? Okay, so this one, I think this one might be from ROSALIND. I know they contacted me through email a while ago, like 3 weeks ago probably. And I've just been having these packages sitting. I never open them until I get on camera with you all, just because I want to unbox it and see what it is together. But if this is ROSALIND, then this is the hard gel. Yep. So this is a, hold on. Is this polish? Did they send me polish? Hold on. Put a nail form on your nail. Apply the gel polish for nail extension and cure. Take off the form and shape the extended nail. So I don't know. It says, this says it's gel nail polish. So I don't know if this is a nail polish or if this is a hard gel or not. For nail extension, I'm guessing, I think this is like a kind of like a hard gel in a bottle. Okay, yeah, this is hard gel. And the reason that I know is because it's like very thick. It's not a polish. I don't know if y'all can see that, but this is not a polish. This is definitely a milky white hard gel. So that might be super cute, you guys. Let's go ahead and actually try to do something with it. I am familiar a little bit with hard gel. I've done it before. I've actually put it in some of my mystery boxes. So I will go ahead and show you all how I do it. I'm not a pro at it, but I can kind of finesse it. So let's go ahead and try some of it. Okay, so going in, I'm going to be showing you all how I apply the steps to do my pop-off method, since someone asked me on like my last video or the video before. But I apply the matte top coat. I do a thin layer of that. It does not have to be matte. It can be any top coat or base coat. I've never used it with base coat, so don't quote me on that, but I have seen other people use it with base coat. But I would recommend that you use a top coat first. So I apply a thin layer of top coat to all the nails, just one thin layer. So once that layer is applied, I will go ahead and cure it. And this is how they come out, super, super matte. And right after that, after they are all cured, I go ahead and I apply the nail foil glue or nail transfer foil gel, whatever you want to call it. That is what I use on top of the top coat. And I go ahead and place a really thin layer of that as well. Make sure that you are not getting it on your skin, or else your nails would lift really, really easily while you're doing your nails, and you don't want that. You want to be able to complete your nail, whatever you're doing to your nails, before they start to pop off. So make sure that none of this top coat or transfer foil gel is getting on the skin. So like I said, just go ahead and place a thin layer of that, go ahead and cure it, and then we are done. So I am going to be using nail forms. Now, I did not use nail forms for all of them. I just used it for the thumb. I wanted to show you all different methods of how you can apply this hard gel or extension gel, whatever you want to call it. It's technically a hard gel, or it's kind of almost like a soft gel. It's like in between soft and hard, but I will get to that in a few. I'm just showing you all how I place the nail forms, how I fold them. What I do take the tab off and place it underneath to give it a more sturdy base. And then I just fold it I did go ahead and wipe my finger with alcohol, and that was just so that it would stick really well, because I did put lotion on before the video. Yay, go me, because y'all know I'm always in these videos ashy, child. Always. I might be ashy in this video and don't even know it, but I applied some lotion to my hands after. I always wash my hands before videos, and that is why my hands are always ashy. If y'all were ever wondering, I always wash my hands prior to doing these videos. So that's why. But anyway, that's what I did. I went ahead and put what was I about to call it? Transfer foil. I went ahead and put the form underneath my nail properly, how it's supposed to be. You can grip it a little more towards the bottom of your thumb, but I didn't really feel the need to. It was where I wanted it to be as far as the placement, and it was pretty straight. Now, I have seen other people do tutorials with hard gel or extension gel, and some people, if it comes in a bottle like this, they would just wipe it on like nail polish. However, I don't find that as effective as doing it the way that I'm going to show you. And I don't know why, but just wiping it, I feel like you'll never be able to like really build it up. It will kind of just wipe away because of the consistency, if that makes sense. So the method from wiping side to side, left to right, left to right, left to right, just going back and forth down the nail, I learned that method from Tabitha Scott, just watching her do nails. And I feel like if you're going to use this, then those would be one of the videos that I would definitely recommend to you, or a YouTuber that actually like goes into depth explaining how to apply this type of gel, because it is not like acrylic and it is not like nail polish. Like, you can't just wipe this on and be done. If you are doing shorter nails, then maybe, like if you just wanted to place this gel over top of your natural nail and it's really short, then I would say maybe go ahead and place it on like you would a polish, because first off, you wouldn't need a lot of it. And secondly, you wouldn't have to really build anything up, because you don't really need a super thick foundation when it comes to just doing really short nails. And I did leave this thumb in real time just so you could see exactly what I was doing. I think I left the thumb and the pointer finger in real time so you could see exactly how I applied it, how long it took me to apply it. In all, these took me, well, I was watching TV. I always watch. It's hard for me to give y'all an estimate of how long it takes, just because a lot of times, unless I'm doing someone else's nails, when I'm doing my nails, I take my time, y'all. I take breaks. I eat in between. I get me something to drink. I watch TV. Sometimes I'll take the phone off the stand and text a little bit. So it took me 2 hours of filming this. So I guess if I was doing my own nails, it would probably just take me probably an hour to do this type of set if I like really concentrated and actually did it with no distractions. This ROSALIND gel, extension gel, is $8.99, I believe, on Amazon. You can purchase it off Amazon. You can get it on Prime. It will come in like 2 days. They also have 25% off on Amazon, and it brings it down to, I think, about $7.14. I will link a few pictures up here so y'all can get the exact amounts. But yeah, it's fairly cheap, and you can get multiple uses out of this one bottle. So if you are into gel extensions or hard gel, then I would highly suggest getting this. It was super easy to work with. I really haven't experienced any hard gel that was hard to work with. Now, I will say that there are some that come a little stiffer and not as runny, but even with ROSALIND's polygel, I have noticed that their polygel is super soft. This is not polygel, but just comparing like their brand, I always feel like their brands are a little more easy to move. So that could be a good or bad thing depending on how you work with different products. But for me, I personally like things that move a little more. Now, I will say for this, You have to watch it when you're doing it on yourself, because when you tilt your finger a different way before curing it, that gel is going to move. So it's a lot easier to do this if you are doing it on someone else, because of course they will have their hands straight and you won't have to worry about the gel falling over to the sides. Now right here, I am taking off the form, and as you can see, it's like a complete mess. I'm really not good with forms. I'm a little better with acrylic using forms, just because acrylic will stay in place more so than gel will, especially this type of gel. But look at how easy that was to file, you guys. I kept this in real time so you guys could see exactly how soft this gel extension, or this extension gel, is. It's super soft to file away. You do not need a drill. I did not use a drill for any parts of this video. So that is why you saw that in the title as well. Well, hopefully I put it in the title and remembered. But yeah, I did not use a drill at all for these nails. This is definitely an easy at-home type of thing that you can do on yourself, on your mom, your friend, sister, whoever, brother. But you can do it on anybody. It's super easy. There is no smell, no nothing. All you need is this. Literally all you need is the bottle. And if you have tips, you can use tips. If you have forms, you can use forms. But if you don't have that, you don't even need that. You can just apply this directly to your natural nail, and that will just kind of be like an overlay. So then I just went ahead and filed it. Now, I would recommend that you spray it with alcohol and then file, but either way, it's fine. It will just be less of a mess, because the dust from the file is going to stick to the nail if you do not wipe it with alcohol first, just because this is a gel, extension gel, that has a tacky layer to it. So right here, I'm going ahead and I'm taking some alcohol and just wiping it off with a lint-free wipe, just to get all the excess dust or whatever there is on it, because I am going to go back in with some more extension gel. So right here, I wanted to show you all the dip in the nail. Now this dip, I am trying to fill it in with more extension gel. And the way to do this is I just kind of applied it to the part of the nail and kind of just let it sit there. Now, one thing I will tell you about this and why it's a little easier to work with for some people is because this gel self-levels. If you do not know what self-leveling means, it means basically if I was to put a big glob of this on my nail, it would all level out to be even on the nail. Not super even. It's not going to be completely even. You're still going to have to do some filing, but it will level out to the point where it spreads evenly on the nail, if that makes sense. So that's why I just dabbed a little bit in the middle, and then I kind of dispersed it, but I didn't have to work too hard. Like, you don't have to work too hard to disperse it around the nail. Now, if you see how I'm going back and forth, side to side, side to side, that is how I apply gel like this. That is the easiest way for me to apply it. I feel like I get a very even and evenly distributed gel across the nail. So that is the method that I use. There are some people who wipe it. I think what is her name up here? I watch her videos too. Shay Nailed It, I believe. I believe she got this exact same one. So they probably contacted her and sent this to her as well. I don't know if she got this color. I can't remember. But I did watch her video, and she actually applies it like polish, like nail polish. I've used hard gel before and this type of gel before, so I've never actually done it that way, but I did like test it out a little bit on one of these nails, and girl, kudos to you, because I could not finesse it just applying it like nail polish. So I just stuck to my regular method, and I just go side to side, side to side, and that actually works a little better for me. But all in all, do what is easiest for you. Obviously, I pinpointed that out because everybody has their own method of doing things. There is no right or wrong, as long as you can get the job done and it looks nice when it's all done. then that is what works for you, and that's what works for you. So go ahead and do what you want. I'm just giving you all alternatives on different ways to apply this gel. So right here, I do show you all a brushing motion as if I was applying nail polish. However, I barely touched this nail, y'all. Like when I was brushing it like that, I barely touched the gel. So as usual, I am always wiping the sides before curing this gel. I am going ahead and taking just a little cleanup brush and cleaning up any areas I could not get to it with my finger. And I'm going to go ahead and cure that in the lamp. So when filing, I will suggest that you use 100 grit or even something a little softer with less harsh of a grit. I would definitely not suggest you use an 80/80 grit just because, like I said, this gel is super, super soft. Even after it is cured, it is nothing like acrylic. It's not hard at all. I mean, it's hard, but it's not hard to the point where it takes a lot to file down. 100 grit file is just fine. I feel like that is the lowest that I would go. And then I'm just going ahead after filing and shaping to my desired look. I'm going to go ahead and buff the entire nail. And when you are filing and buffing, make sure that you are filing and buffing near the cuticle area as much as you can to make it a seamless look. That is how I got it to look like it was coming straight out of the nail, or like I had applied acrylic without using any electric drill or e-file. And just using hand files, I could still get a seamless look, and that is how I did it. I made sure that my cuticles were sealed. Everything was super smooth, and that was pretty much it, you guys. So I went ahead and dusted all that off, got all the dust off with some alcohol and a lint-free wipe. Then I did go ahead and I got some Ultimate Finish gel, and I top coated the nail with that Ultimate Finish gel. I did not cure this right away. I left it wet, and then I put the flowers on it that I would be using next for my, decor on the nails. And I would just went ahead and left it wet, put the flowers on, put the caviar beads on, and then I proceeded to cure it. Now, if you were doing someone else's nails, I would recommend that you do not cure it. Do not put the polish on first. I would recommend after you buff, go ahead and put down your nail rhinestone glue, and then put the flowers and whatever else or whatever you're going to put on the nail, put that down, and then cure that, and then come back and top coat the entire nail around the stones or flowers or whatever it may be that you put down. The only reason I did not do that in the video today was just because I knew I was popping these right off. There was no need for me to really worry about keeping these on, even though the look came out super, super pretty and really fun and summery. But I kind of wish I would have done it that way, just so none of the stones would accidentally come off, but I didn't. So that is just a way for you to do it if you are doing someone else's nails. Now I am doing a different method this time, and I went ahead and applied a tip as you usually would, just apply it with glue. And then I'm going to go ahead and use that as my guide this time. I wanted to show you all two different methods of ways that you can apply this, or instead of using form, I'm using a tip now. Or if you don't want to use a form or a tip, like I said, you can just apply this to your natural nail. Now, of course, they won't be as long as this, but you can do that just for do like a little overlay of the nails, and it will come out really, really cute. If you have not seen any of my acrylic overlay videos, I will place those above right here for you guys if you want to go check those out. I've done a milky white one, and I've also done a pink one using my Yum Yum acrylic, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the acrylic powder that I use. But yeah, y'all, if you are wondering about my lighting in the background, I'm so sorry. It was like sunny outside, and I don't have blinds, and I don't have curtains in that room, so the sun just beams through. And I had lights, but it was just like so much different lighting going on where I was filming that it kind of shows up dark. Hopefully it's not too dark on your end and y'all can still see what I'm doing, but that is why you see the glare in the background just peeking through, because I was doing this around sunset time. So I did go ahead and cut that nail down just because I wanted them all to be even, but I kind of regretted doing that because it was harder to shape towards the end of the nail. So I did not do it again. I did cure in between that last little segment and this one. I am curing between each layer of this gel just so that I am able to build it. If you do not cure between each layer, you're just basically going to keep moving it around. It's basically like having wet acrylic on top of wet acrylic. Like, it's just not going to build. It's not going to build. It's not going to form right. So make sure that you are curing between each layer of gel that you are applying down. So right here, I am showing you all like how there is a little bit of an apex, but I wanted to build it a little more. So that is what I proceeded to do. And I just went in with one more layer of the gel. Is the extension gel. I don't know why I keep wanting to say polish, because it said polish on the bottle, that's why. But I went in with one more layer, and then I did go ahead and fully cure that. And I think I applied a little bit more at the cuticle area. Yeah, I applied a little bit more at the cuticle area just because it was not filled in enough for me. I think I do actually go back a little later and apply more just to make it a little thicker around the cuticle area, so that when I go to file, it will not completely file off, because this is so soft of a gel. When you're filing a stiletto nail that is kind of round at the tip or even square, you want to make sure that you're filing more at the tip than the entire nail, if that makes sense. You do not want your entire nail to come out super, super slim. So make sure when you're filing, try to do the tip of the nail a little more, file that part a little more than the remainder of the nail, just so that you won't make it super, super thin. You can line it up at the end, towards the end, so that it goes in a straight line, well, diagonal line, but straight to the tip. But you do not want to over file the entire nail, or you're going to make it super skinny. So this is where I saw that the cuticle area needed a little bit more. So I did go ahead, after I filed and buffed and I wiped off the nail, I went ahead and added just a little bit more, just in that little area that was missing some gel, because I did not want to have to go back and file and it come off again. And I also did not want it to look like it was just a gap in between my cuticle area and where the nail started. So I did go ahead and fill it. And when I was doing this, I just swiped the remainder down, kind of as if I would do acrylic, just because it was a small part and I didn't really need to build the entire nail up again. So I know y'all have been asking me like a lot of questions in videos and stuff, and I have not done a Q&A in quite some time. I think my last one was when I was drunk. I don't know. But I did a Q&A when I was like drunk or something, and that was really fun. But if y'all would like for me to do another Q&A, I can either do like a completely separate video of it, or I will just answer the questions in another nail video. But if you have any questions for me, I don't know, whether it be like just personal questions or questions related to nails, you can go ahead and drop them in the comments below, and I will be looking at all of them and screenshotting all of them, and I will answer them in my next video. Most likely it would be either my next video or the video after that. I will answer all the questions. I will also put in the community tab a Q&A, and I will also be asking on Instagram if anybody has any questions for me. So like I said, if you have any questions, just go ahead and drop them in the comments below, and I will soon be answering all of them. So if you notice, this nail is a little more bulky than the other nails. And the reason why it came out bulky like this is because I was trying to try something different. And I was trying to see if it would go quicker, but obviously it did not work out how I thought it would in my head. What I was trying to do was, when I placed that first layer down, I only placed it from the cuticle to where the tip and the natural nail meet. So as you can see, that part of the nail is bulkier than the remainder of the nail. And the reason being is because I only placed it on that specific part, and then I went back, I cured that, and then I went back and then I tried to build the remainder of the nail up while adding more product to the part that I had initially already put gel down. So that is why that part looked a lot bulkier than the remainder of the nail. What I was trying to do was build an apex, and I thought that it would be easier and quicker to do it that way, but it did not work out that way. So I did not try to do it on the next nail, and I just went back to my regular method, which was applying layer by layer and curing. And then if I needed to apply more in the middle to make an apex, then I would just apply a little bit extra product on that part of the nail after I did the layers that were needed. Now, there can be bubbles in this gel, so you do want to make sure that if you see any bubbles while you're applying the gel, just to swipe over it with some more gel or the brush and just to get the bubbles out. Now, lucky for me, even though this nail was bulky right here, I was still able to easily file it away just because, like I said, it is very soft and you do not need a heavy duty drill or any type of bit to file these down. It is super easy to file these nails, which is again why you do not need an e-file for this particular nail set. Now, like I said, when filing these nails, I did go ahead and get right into the cuticle area with the edge, or I would say the edge, yeah, the edge of my hand file. And I also did the same with the buffer to smooth it out right up against my cuticle area. It did not cut me because this file is pretty old and I've used it plenty of times on myself. But like I said, be careful when you are filing because you might just chip off a piece of the gel because it is, like I said, so soft. So that is what happened right here. So it was an easy fix. If you do happen to do that and make a mistake, just go ahead and again wipe the nail off with some alcohol and a lint-free wipe, and just go ahead and place a little bit more of the gel where it is needed. So since this video was based on the actual extension gel, I did not feel the need to putting every single nail of me putting the flowers on. I just showed basically one or two fingers, the thumb and this finger, because that's what I did on every single finger. There was literally nothing different that I did. I just placed the flowers, put down the caviar beads, placed another flower, put down the caviar beads, and then I went ahead and cured it all in place. And that was pretty much all I did for this look. It came out really, really pretty, you guys. Like, I thought the milky white with the yellow was a super cool touch, and it kind of gave me like 3D milk bath nails almost, because as y'all know, this is how you do milk bath nails, with the milky whites and flowers. And yeah, that was the end of the video. This is how the nails came out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are not subscribed, then please do so. If you do not have your notification bell turned on, please turn it on so you can get all my uploads as soon as they upload. And like I said, go ahead and leave a comment below if you have any questions for me, and I will answer them in the next video. I love y'all so much. Mwah. Bye.